Oh, he's in it. Hi, little bud.
I'll take a drink first.
Sure, I'll take a drink first. That's some good Dr. Pepper.
Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another weekend vlog. So right now we are waiting out in the truck for our comforter and quilt throw blanket to get done at the laundromat. We had to bring them over to a laundromat because they're too big and thick for our washer and dryer, so we're over here just waiting. And I figured I would just pull out the camera today and vlog for you guys. Don't know what else we're gonna do. I know I really need to go to Ulta today, and I don't know what else we're gonna do. We might go downtown, we'll see. Gotta run a few errands. It's just kind of that Saturday. The mess behind me. I am in the process of cleaning up the house. Like I was saying, our comforter and throw blanket is right there. I just got to wait on the sheets and pillowcases to make up the bed, but everything is so clean and I'm so happy. But I did just want to show you guys what I got from Ulta. Like I said, I only got 2 things. I think I told you guys that. But I am trying something new. So I got a new powder because I was out of it, and this is going to be my powder that I put under my eyes. So just that Maybelline Fit Me powder, it's so good. And then I really have been wanting to try this foundation by Makeup Revolution, so I picked this up, and I think I'm going to try this out today actually. So yeah, I will let you guys know how it wears and stuff like that, but I'm really excited to try this. And I wish I would have picked up F2. I picked up F3 just because the color in the bottle looks a little different, but I really think this might be a smidge too dark for me, so I really wish I would have picked up F2, but it's okay, we'll make it work. But yeah, I am going to just get some more cleaning done, get some stuff done. I have to edit a video today. Probably won't do that until later tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, just getting some stuff done today.
Oh, he's in it. Hi, little bud.
I'll take a drink first.
Sure, I'll take a drink first. That's some good Dr. Pepper.
Okay, y'all, I asked you guys over on Instagram to send us in your military related questions, so you guys came through. Most of these questions are directed to Aaron. That was kind of the whole point of this video, just because he's smarter than I am about this stuff. So, but some of them are to me, so we'll kind of answer them together as a couple and then for him as well. First question, what does Aaron do and what's his rank, if you don't mind sharing?
I don't mind sharing. So I am a captain in the U.S. Army. What I do is I actually work in basically it's human resources. So it's a lot of record keeping, finance stuff, specialty pays, all that kind of stuff. I do a lot of processing, documenting that, and then also manning, making sure we have enough people in our organization of a certain job. You gotta have enough infantrymen, enough mechanics, enough military police, and there's different types of organizations. So that's kind of what I do. I look at that kind of stuff. Next question.
Is it difficult being around other military couples since y'all aren't married? No, not really. We've been around a lot of military couples who are married. I guess that's what you're trying to say. It doesn't really bother us that much. We get along just fine. We don't really label the couple as married. We just kind of hang out with people if we like them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like we're gonna go hang out with this couple. He lets me know that they're married or something, and I don't really think about the fact that they're married. If I like you and you're cool, then I'm gonna hang out with you.
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
What does change anything is just because we're not married and we don't have kids. That's more of a roadblock, to hanging out with somebody or spending more time with them because, they've got kids, they've got other responsibilities. We don't have that. So, trying to make plans and hang out with them is a lot harder.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you got an unmarried or a married couple that doesn't have kids, it's just the same. It's really not any different.
Next question: is military life easier or harder than you expected?
I think that one's more for you. I don't know. I guess I can kind of answer.
We can both kind of answer that.
I can answer on the career side, and you can answer on the relationship side.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go.
Honestly, I didn't have any expectations going into it because he's the only guy I've been with that's been in the military, so I didn't have any expectations, and I mean, that's really it.
And on my side, more on the career side, question again, is military life easier or harder than you expected? The answer is yes. That's all I gotta say. There's benefits, there's downsides, but you just make the best of it. It's just like any other job. There's things that annoy you, things that you love, things that you hate, but it's about work ethic and attitude. So it's not too bad, being in it. So I can keep going.
How did you tell your friends and family that you were moving with the military?
That's definitely for you.
That's definitely for me. How I told them, I just told them. I mean, my friends, a couple of my friends were actually the first people that I told that I was going to be moving with him to Missouri, actually. It's the first state that I was going to that was really far, I guess I would say. Because
wasn't a bordering state.
Yeah. It wasn't like Georgia or South Carolina or something like that. I told my friends at a bar, so I'm sure you can imagine how that went. When I told my dad, he was kind of skeptical at first, but he was on board with it. When I told my mom, she was really sad about it, but that's just what you expect out of your family. But they were on board and they were very supportive, and they still are. So that's all I can ask for.
And what helped too is I told Natalie, like, basically, if this isn't, basically her being with me, if that didn't work, like, she could go home at any point,
And he still tells me that to this day. And that's just how we work. It works for us.
Yeah.
And
she does get to go home and enjoy family still.
And that's actually a question that I do get a lot. I didn't get that for this Q&A, but I do get that like in just my personal life a lot. Like, does he let me go home? He doesn't let me go home. If I tell him I want to go home, he's all for it. He actually encourages. What would you change about military life? Oh, is that for me or for him? Okay, I guess we can kind of both answer it.
Yeah.
From the outsider and then the career aspect. What would I change? Nothing. I enjoy it. I always say that I really love the fact that we get to travel. So that's a plus. I love being able to go to new places and see new people, try new food and stuff like that. And we have been all over the place, it feels like back and forth. And being with somebody that's in the military, it's actually kind of helps me figure out where I would rather live. And I thought that I would want to live back home in North Carolina whenever we finally do get out of the military and we settle down, but actually I want to live in the Midwest. So yeah, I'm very thankful for that. As far as like being at home all the time and not working or anything like that, that's kind of the whole reason why I started YouTube, because I wanted to have a hobby, I wanted to have something to do and keep me busy, and it definitely does keep me busy, especially now that I've picked it back up and I continue to do it all the time. But being in a routine at home, as far as like cleaning and stuff like that, it gets kind of boring, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I know that was a long answer, but yeah.
One thing that kind of makes the military life a little bit frustrating is just expected and unexpected timelines. Some days I gotta work, a 24-hour shift. Some days it's super short. Some days it's super long. It's not 9 to 5 constantly, and then might be gone for days, months, years for various training. So and some things are very unpredictable. So But I mean, that's kind of what you expect in the military. You can't always get what you want when it comes to those situations.
Do you remember the day you enlisted? Ooh.
Obviously, that's for me. Yeah.
Yes.
I do. So, time to date myself here. The day I went to MEPS was, I left for MEPS on August 10th, 2008. Actually signed the paperwork August 11th, 2008. So I definitely remember that day because it was a strange experience going through MEPS. They basically just do like medical evaluations and background checks and various stuff to make sure you're good to join the military. But you're like super tired because you're not used to waking up that early and all that kind of stuff, and then you're like wondering what you're doing and what you're doing there, and you're so confused, and then eventually you end up just signing the paperwork there, and you're like, oh, that was it? Okay, I guess I'm in now. But yep, been in since that day, 2008. So going on 13 years.
Is there anything you miss about civilian life?
Well, I guess that goes back to the previous question of, you know, what would you change? I mean, yeah, it's just the regimented structure. You know, having a little bit more control, you know, over your own life. You're not time bound. You're not held down to these various standards. I wish I could grow a beard.
He talks about that every day.
I wish I had longer hair. I mean, it's pretty long now, but
his hair is messed
it's
up
wild right now. That's why I'm wearing a hat, actually. But you know, that's stuff I wish I had. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I like the security of the military. You know, all you got to do is do the right thing, do your best. You know, don't break laws, and you'll succeed.
Do you have advice for others who are transitioning into the military? That's a good question. I don't have advice.
I mean, I can talk both. Yeah, I can talk both on the family and soldier side. So on the soldier side, just prepare for, especially for those who are joining right out of high school or you know, just basically a brand new experience. You know, one of the toughest things you'll go through is basic training. It's not an enjoyable time, but again, it's enjoyable if you make it enjoyable. I loved it. Would I go back? No, but I made the best of it. And if you're going into active duty, just know, you know, you've elected to choose a lifestyle that's, you know, it's going to keep you distant from you know, your parents, family members, and even more so if you do have family going with you. You can be distant from them during deployments. So transitioning in, just understand you're making a big jump from the civilian world, from these maybe a typical job, maybe college, you know, whatever it is, to you are working. You're gonna have a profession. You're gonna be trained. You're gonna learn some stuff, and that's gonna be your job. Now for the families, it's kind of a similar concept. You know, you got to expect the distance, expect the erratic scheduling, you know, various things like that. You know, obviously in the military, we're trying to take care of our own and get people home at a decent time, but obviously we've got jobs to do and things like that. So just be patient. That's all I can ask of family members. It
says, I am new to this military spouse life. Do you have any advice for new couples?
You kind of covered that one in the, you know, advice for transitioning.
Yeah. I'm assuming that this is a female asking this.
I mean, I can kind of say something here. You know, being a new military spouse, as you do transition to potentially something totally different. I don't know what you were doing before. I don't know what your situation is, but if it's a drastic change, number one, don't rush into things. Like you might, I don't know if you're, you know, newlyweds, but don't rush into things. Take it slow. Make sure you guys are stable. take care of your finances, get stuff like that figured out. Good living conditions. Don't rush to have kids super early.
Make sure you guys are on the same page.
That's
what I would say.
That is the biggest thing, because again, there's going to be a lot of hurdles. A lot of hurdles. They're not necessarily going to be hard hurdles, not going to be high hurdles, but they're going to be there, and you don't want to trip over them. Don't let them get the best of you.
How long does your boyfriend work each day? I'll let him answer that.
Well, that is a back and forth kind of thing. If you're thinking, kind of typical military stuff. So first report time normally is 0630. You show up. That's when you go do PT. Some people may not count that as work. Me, because it's mandated. If I have to show up, I count it as work, because I could go be doing my own workout during that time if I wanted to. But so normally get there about 0630, 7:30 to 8. You're about done. You get a little bit of time to go to shower and shave and change. The downside of that is me being 30 minutes away from post. I don't come home to change. I go and shower at work, because I got showers there. So.
And we don't get to have lunch together.
No.
I get asked that a lot too.
Yeah. But so it doesn't take me too long to do that stuff. So take an hour off or a half hour off of that. So usually about 8:30, I'm in the office and getting to work and grinding. Now when I'm done, especially at this job currently, it's kind of based on what you have going for the day and how much work you have on your plate. Like if I get a lot of stuff done and I'm done by 1 or 2 p.m., I'll leave, I'll go. But other times I'll stay as late. Normally about 5 p.m., 1700 is when we will take off for the day. It's kind of the dismissal time. I mean, I've worked anywhere from like 4 or 5 hour days to 16-hour days. So
it's not strict. It's not strict.
Yeah.
Like if he has to stay at work for an extra 2 hours or so, then he has to. If he gets it all done super early, then he's out of there. Yeah. So that's just how it works.
And because military kind of works on salary, if that's the best way to put it. It's not like you're being paid by the hour. Sometimes you just want to do things to get things done because you think they need to get done. Like I have the decision: could I go home, or do I want to go home, or do I want to finish this task that I've been wanting to do, over a certain amount of time. But typical day, 5 to 16 hours.
How did you imagine military life before you joined? And that is strictly to him.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, I mean, before I joined the military...
I guess, what did you think about it?
I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, I'm thinking back to high school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I always thought I always wanted to be a police officer, and really wasn't sure. But since I decided the military was the route I wanted to go since I think it was age 15. I think it was 15. I had already decided. So, and obviously I jumped into it, took care of it, and that's what I did. And thinking, that hindsight 2020 thing. Looking back, I think I would end up going to some kind of trade school or something like that and get some kind of random skill and get a job in that. That's what I think I would have done. But instead, I stayed with the military and had been in that long, and I was gonna stick with it. Might as well. I'm this far in. So.
All right. And the last question. This one's a good one. Is it hard to get along with other military girlfriends/wives? Well, you trying to expose me here? No. I would say no. Military girlfriends, I don't even think I've encountered military girlfriends. I guess I would say it's kind of hard to get along, not get along with them. It's just kind of hard to relate with military wives because most of them are way older than me. They're married and they have kids. They have their own lives, and like he was saying in a previous question, it's very hard to kind of make plans with those types of people, and I don't mean to label them that way, but it's true. There's been a few who I would meet and then we just wouldn't hang out because our schedules didn't match up, or we didn't really vibe or something like that. So that is going to be it for this military Q&A. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. They were pretty good, not too juicy. I kind of want to do another military Q&A, and you guys should send us in some juicy questions. Also, if you guys want us to do story times, that'd be kind of fun.
Wait, this wasn't story time?
No, this wasn't story time. This was a Q&A.
Okay, so my answers were too long then. Whoops.
No, it's fine. Story times, what I mean by story times is like if you want to hear like our experiences or something like that, or let us know down below.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Okay, let me get it together.
Slap that like button.
Let me get it together.
Subscribe. Leave a comment. Good?
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did,
slap that like button.
Also,
comment.
Also,
subscribe.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in our next one. Bye.